Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Friday the 23rd of August. Well, what a fantastic start. 33 to 1 or something like 20s or 22 to 1 if you didn't take the price. Couldn't quite get enough horses with it. Two ran absolutely nothings. That Austrian Theory, that's been readied for a race. Clearly it wasn't this race. Kasim ran an absolute cracker. Was it 14s? And Rock Melody, not a chance. Bad selection. So let me get into it. So as you can see, there's plenty of colours. Those colours represent rain. So from 9:30, light showers start, and then come 3:15 in the morning, they get heavier. Well, I've got an angle, and I'm sticking with that angle, and it could prove fruitless, or it could prove fruitful. So you pay your money, you take your choice. So what I'm going for, I'm going for a shift in the draw bias. However, there aren't that many races that are purely just a straight track, but I believe the rain could get into the ground. Make up your own opinion. So I'm just going to move my camera slightly away, and I'm going to move the timer on. So this is in half-an-hour increments. There's an awful lot of showers there, and that is now 5:45. So it's pretty clear, but things can change. I've seen this happen before, and it's like all kinds of there's been all kinds of changes. So let me get into it. So before my battery runs out, there's also a strong wind tomorrow at York, and I typed in ChatGPT, how would west-southwest winds affect the runners on the straight course, and it gave me that tailwind. There would be a tailwind, not right behind them, but slightly more than a crosswind. So it will help them. So I think it's been suiting front runners anyway, but I think they could catch them out tomorrow. You've got, I think it's between 35 and 40 kilometers an hour winds. So 10, 6, 12, 8. So up to 25 kilometers max. Up to 25 miles an hour max winds. I'm thinking if one of these horses gets a lead, it could be very hard to peg back, especially if it tacks over to this near side. So I'm going to talk you through my selections. So that's not very good. I don't know if I pressed something there, but so these are the selections. So the first bet is a bet where I'm quite strong on these horses. So I've gone for basically £1 each way and a £2 each way double. This is strong fancies. So let me get into it. So the first selection is in the 150 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. Shadow Dance. It will appreciate if there's slower ground. It will be prominent throughout. It probably won't. Well, we don't want it to lead. It should track the pace, and then hopefully, if they come near side, it gets first dibs, because obviously there'll be a lot more behind it than in front of it. So I think it's got a decent chance. I've also gone for another horse in that race, so bear with me. But the next selection is a strong fancy, because I do believe the draw could change. Well, this horse I think is drawn 14 of 14. Mick Appleby, I think if he sniffs an advantage, they'll go straight for it. If there's a fair amount of rain, it will play to this horse's advantage. So the horse is Big Evs at 6 to 1 in the 3:35 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. So let me get on to it. So the next, I don't know why I keep saying that. So the next bet is some big price each way fancies. So what I've gone for is, I do like these because it can get the legs wobbling. You know, if you get a couple of these, well, 2 or 3 of these placed, or the early selections placed at big prices, it can make the legs wobble. So there could be some very nice returns. So I've just gone for a 10 pence each way, lucky 63. It's £12.60, so it's £20.60 for the day. It's an increase in the stake. I'm not chasing because we're in front, not by loads, but we're in front. So these are the selections. The first selection is Kital. in the 150 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. It's about 25 to 1 this is. This should lead. This has run well on good to soft ground. I don't know how much the ground will change. It might only go to, it might not even change. It might go to good to firm in places, or good to firm good in places. But I think you could end up seeing good to soft, or good to soft in places, because as you saw, there were a lot of colours on there, on that radar, that rainfall radar. So anything could happen. So Kittal, it likes to lead. It can handle slower ground. It's Joe Fanning. It's Charlie Johnson. I think it's got a chance, and it's ran very well. I believe it's a course winner, and it came second not too long ago as well. So the next selection is Quickthorn in the 225 at York in the Lonsdale Cup, and I think this is 3 places, no extra place race. So this horse, it normally tries to nick a leader about 5, 10, 15 lengths. It's not been running well recently, but as I said, if it's favouring front runners, if there is a tailwind going into the back straight, it could poach an advantage and be very hard to peg back. This horse is very well known for being hard to peg back. However, it's not in fantastic form. Don't let that put you off. The third selection is Cool Who Fluke in the 3 o'clock at York, paying 4 places instead of 3. Another one that's drawn high on the straight course. If they take straight away to the near side, there are some fancy horses that are drawn low. If they decide to come to the near side, the ones drawn low have already covered quite a bit of a distance or extra distance to come to this near side. And I think, as you know, I'm basing all these selections on coming to the near side. So far, they've not even looked likely to come to the near side, although I did see the horses slightly not totally favouring the far side, coming more down the middle. So the next selection is another one based on high numbers. It is Washington Heights in the 335 at York, paying 5 places instead of 3. Should be prominent throughout, can handle slower ground and races prominently. The next selection is Shamozzle in the 10 past 4 at York, paying 6 places instead of 4. This horse is gradually running to form. Handles slower ground. Well, I think this one's the one where its sires is Churchill. So this one will appreciate slower ground. Just running into form now. It can either be prominent, if it gets an easy lead, it'd be very difficult to pass in my opinion. It's Ralph Beckett. He's got 2 in the race, but I do like the look of this one. And this is the outside of the 2 that he's got. The next selection is Native Warrior in the 520 at York, paying 6 places instead of 4. Powerful owners, trained by Carl Berg. It's running well, and I think it's got a decent chance. So those are all the selections for Friday. So if you got this far, please give me a like. Apparently it helps the video, but I've had about 1.4 million then. 1,400 visits to me, or views to the video today. I'd never even get close to that. So I thank you very much, every single person that has viewed the video. I hope you've profited out of it. So the video is heading towards 9 minutes. So let's cut it. I say cut it short. It's not short, is it? Let's finish it here. So please like and subscribe. Ready for Saturday's video, because I've had a real good look at Saturday already. And don't forget, it's the most wonderful time of the year. That's right, it's red car races, and there's rain knocking around more than we thought. So the draw advantage could be playing in our favour. Not everybody has latched onto the red card draw bias up until racing's underway. Regular viewers of the channel know all about the draw bias. Not many other channels will tell you about the draw bias. So give me a like, give me a subscribe, whatever you want to do. I really appreciate it. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.